you dress back, dress up, go to pick your PVC. Why are you doing that? Because you have confidence that if you go there, you begin to. Okay, so that's the implication. You need to understand this in a simplified way. So, the structure of the presentation will be in 2 parts. And the first part, like I said, is just to work out this issue. Try and in that reverse order. So, if I go that way, next time. If I go that way, what do we mean when we speak about electoral process? It's essentially a multi-dimensional nature of election. Basically, speaking to the sets of legal steps, processes, procedures, mechanisms, structures that we use in electing our representatives. That's what the electoral process is. So it tells you that involvement in the electoral process goes beyond INEC, because that's the mistake that we make many a times. So there are many things that constitute the electoral process, and the list is quite long. What I have done is to identify about 12 of them. I think I have to take over these slides myself. It's unfortunate that they don't have the controller here, because it's multitasking. So go to the next one and the next one. Okay, so if you look at this list, I've drawn a list of the things that I think constitute the electoral process. It starts early from the legal framework. And I bet you, who is in charge of the legal framework? It's the National Assembly and the State Assembly. It's not INEC. INEC is supporting them. Okay? And then electoral administration is fairly an INEC. And then constituency, delimitation, and political demarcation, these are squarely INEC. Voter registration is squarely INEC. Political parties and candidates is parties supported by, regulated by INEC. So you see the multi-dimensional nature of the processes. So if you blame INEC, you are making a mistake, because INEC is like the chair says, it's only managing a chunk of the entire process. Campaign management and regulation, I think plays a part. But the other stakeholders that are involved in that, accreditation and voting is really an INEC. But of course, you know that there is what we call principal-agent relationship. INEC is the principal who sends agents to do this work for them. Okay? So that relationship is currently being examined. To what extent is the principal able to control, put the agents under control? So that's a question for another day, just to let you think about it. Okay, counting, tabulation, collation of results. They are all INEC affairs. Okay, but now if you go to the 10th point, electoral offenses and election security, it goes off the hands of INEC. Principal agency, security agencies. Okay, and then monitoring and observation of election. It's very serious matter. And then the last in my list, election dispute resolution. It's purely a judicial matter. It's the judiciary that's here in that aspect. So if you look at the rubrics of all the activities that constitute the electoral process, the point that I want to make with this is that INEC controls only a chunk of it. It's multi-dimensional in nature, and it helps us solidify the argument that election is a multi-stakeholder affair. So if you don't take any other thing away from this conversation, take that one away. So if the election is a multi-stakeholder affair, that means that we share responsibility. We share. INEC doesn't pay my salary. My salary is paid by University of Nigeria, so I'm not standing in for INEC, but I'm just telling you this for logic purposes. So it's something that you have to reason about. Okay. So if we have this understanding of electoral process, let's go back a bit. Let's go back. Just go back. So what do we understand when we say electoral institutions? Okay? So these are all the agencies, stakeholders, institutions, bodies, that individuals, there are individuals that are involved in the election, that are involved in the electoral process. Okay? I've divided them into two. The core, okay, because of the number of activities that they, and the importance of the activities they drive. In Nigeria as of today, there are two core electoral institutions, INEC and CS. We don't even talk much about them. And I'm wondering why IPC didn't bring them into this conversation. Okay, so the INEC and the CS are the core. Then you have a long list of the others. Okay, you have a long list of others: political parties, national and state assemblies, judiciary, presidency. Why do I say presidency? Because all the NDAs of presidency controls all the NDAs, ministries, departments, and agencies. They get involved in elections. Our election materials are lodged in the central bank, an agency of the presidency. I hope you know that. Yeah. The armed forces control the transportation of the electoral materials. Okay? So it's a multi-dimensional activity. Security agencies, civil society organizations, time to explain. Because these ones are easy to when we talk about the topic, I was what about trust? What are we speaking about? Okay, so it's important that we try to deconstruct this concept in order to make sense of it, so that we don't make mistakes. But I've given you a sense of it. So one sense of trust is expectation. Another sense of it is confidence. Okay, but if we take the textbook definition of trust, it speaks about making yourself vulnerable based on a positive expectation that the others will do what you expect them to do. That's the simplest way. You know the essence of science is to simplify it. That's the simplest way I can make this. So you make yourself vulnerable, believing that the person you are relating with, in positive expectation, that the person you are dealing with, or the institution, organization, agency, whatever you are dealing with, would be honorable. So I give you an example of one way you can see trust.